You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Hi, I'm Sam. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm watching episode 4 of season 2 of The Last of Us. Before we start, I just want to quickly reflect on episode 3 because even when I was editing, I was like, girl, what do you mean? Okay, after this whole chaos and massacre in Jackson in episode 2, and also Joel's death, episode 3 felt like a much needed breather to let us calm down, reflect, grief, and all of that. Not only us, but also the characters, right? People didn't think about revenge straight away. They needed to prioritize other stuff like rebuilding the fence, and burying their loved ones, putting their lives back together, I guess. And the decision to include that in the show, I think, was a good idea because it felt more realistic that way, because going into this revenge/action mode is more of a computer thing, and real people in real life scenario wouldn't do that. At least I don't think so. They would need some time, again, to process, to rebuild and all of that. So I'm glad that they added that into the show. Again, it showed us this contrast between thinking with a cold head, and making decisions that are good long term, rather than hot-headed decisions that, for example, Ellie made and Abby. So that's one thing. And another thing that comes from the discussion about Jackson, and one that I feel like I didn't have a lot of clarity when I was reacting, is Seth and his desire to retaliate, which stood out to me because how to even explain it here. Seth wants others to fight when he cannot do that himself, right? He has a limp, he has a cane, maybe he's older, that's why, maybe he's injured, I don't know. I think it says a lot about how it is easy to expect or demand sacrifice from others when you're not ready to do that yourself. You know what I'm saying? I think it is also similar to real life scenarios that we have in our current world state. Speaking about Seth, he was also fear-mongering, increasing paranoia, saying that, oh, they'll come again, they will kill us all, blah, blah, blah. And I think that this kind of behavior, this fear-mongering, this mindset, is not only annoying, but also dangerous, right? Especially when people are grieving, when they're vulnerable. So, yeah. No points from me to Seth. I hope I managed to explain what I felt about Seth in episode 3, because that was tough for me even to edit. Another thing that the show is exploring, or at least I think that they're exploring that, is the difference in reactions of different people, I guess. Because sometimes it felt to me like Tommy was moving on too fast. Everyone was acting too nonchalant about, this attack on Jackson and also Joel's death. To me, Ellie's behavior right now, 3 months later, is a bit more muted than it was in the game. Which is not a bad thing. It just gives a lot of room for improvement, I guess. And to show the escalation of her emotions, maybe, and her rage and anger and grief and all of that. So yeah, can't wait to see what they do with that further on. And another thing that I only noticed while editing, I think I was too busy wiping off my tears and snot. There was no snot, actually. It was my tears, like, falling into different crevices. So while I was wiping everything away, I totally missed the changes in the opening credits. That there is no name of my favorite person anymore. Pedro Pascal, I'm looking at you. And also that, at the end where they have these two figures coming out of the cordyceps, there is no more Pedro/Joel there. There's only Ellie. That made me very sad. But also kind of a necessary change that hits hard and just shows how alone Ellie is. I mean, you could say that she has Dina, but also Ellie has this big old secret that she has to keep, and she could only talk about that with Joel. So not being able to talk about such a big part of your identity, I guess, it can make you feel very lonely. Without any further ado, let's watch episode 4. Okay, Seattle quarantine zone. Josh! I never...
Oh, this is a Greenberg story.
I need to pay attention to that.
I caught him red-handed disseminating pamphlets.
WLF stuff?
Oh, okay, Fedra. 2018. Fedra, so WLF is fighting for their freedom, I guess, right?
Well, you can't handle 3 voters? What these fucking pussies even do? You fucking perverts are out here jerking off and splooging on my streets! Well, actually, the word disseminate means, and boom! Greenberg slams his fucking head against the wall, and Greenberg goes, "No one asked you, jizz boy."
I feel like this guy didn't get it.
Why do you call them that?
He's me. He's me.
The citizens, why do you call them voters?
Oh, okay.
That's what we fucking call them. Who cares?
Because we took away their rights.
Oh, I know that voice. I think I... Ooh, Beady!
Took away their right to vote, and somebody started calling them voters to mock them.
Oh, no. That's dark. I feel like he looks like young Billy Joel from Green Day now. Oh, I love Beady. I mean, Jeffrey Wright.
Keep it running.
Copy.
I'm gonna go talk to them.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to, like, run them over.
We go out there and force this will end up the way it always does.
Oh, I love his voice. Way to, you know, like, show immediately that Fedra guys are not so fun to be around.
You
Billy Joel!
learn something.
I think it's not Billy Joel. Am I blanking? Is he Billy Joel Armstrong? Let me check his name real quick. I think I know that name. That's a weird way to hold a gun. Isaac. Is it? I mean, in the games, is it the guy who looks like freaking Forrest Whitaker? What? He saved this guy. I think. He saw his potential, maybe?
Welcome to the fight.
Okay.
Now make your choice.
Let me see. What's his name? Green Day. Not Billy Joel. Billy Joe Armstrong. Yeah. I should be ashamed of myself. Yeah, she's alone now. You know, since I started watching The Last of Us, I see cordyceps everywhere. I use this expanding foam for my windows, you know, and I'm like, that looks like cordyceps. Or the other day I was burning a candle and for some reason this wick broke off in a very weird way and it looked like a flower or whatever. I was like, cordyceps. Oh, another thing that was lacking from me in the previous episode is that it was super quick, the montage that they traveled to Seattle. With no difficulties, with no infected or anything that they experience. It's just like very smooth. I understand that, you know, they have...
Ooh, you rocking a yeast infection?
Yeah, I was going to say that it's understandable that they have only 7 episodes and they have to be quick.
Make sure to smell it first, just in case.
How would they have good milk?
There's nothing else back here. Hey, I'm gonna pee.
Is that what I think it is? Come on, show it. I will not spoil it for ya. But I think you know.
You okay? Yeah. Alright, hit it. People to kill. Okay. What's up with all the rainbows? I don't know. Maybe they were all optimists.
That is so funny that they included that.
Be proud, Rainbow Town.
Rainbow Town. Fedra.
I've never seen a tank this close. Me neither.
I'm gonna check if there's any ammo in there.
You think it was the WLF?
I don't know. All these bodies are in Fedra gear. Almost looks like they were fighting each other.
I bet it stinks if somebody died there. Oh my god, this girl! Way to announce themselves.
What is it?
Three
Yeah.
burnt skeletons, like Apollo 1.
What? Oh, looky here. Check out the building on the hill.
You gotta be shitting me. Fuck yeah, let's go.
It was KMAB and I read kebab. Can you guess that I'm hungry?
Oh my god, are you gonna fucking tell me?
If you paint a sign big enough to be seen from miles away, that means you want people to know that you're there. Which also means, more likely than not, you're prepared. And
They're on a hill, so they'll see us coming.
Mm-hmm. Thank God we had Dina with us. We have Dina with us. Music store. Come on, girl. Stop it. They're being so reckless and so careless. It's annoying me since episode 1.
Shot if somebody tries to kill you.
That's the plan.
My gosh, this is so beautiful. I love how nature found its way, you know, to overpower everything. Is she gonna play? Ugh. A caterpillar. And the hairy one. I'm not Dina, but I might throw up. Let's prepare my...
Talking away. Shine.
It was very beautiful. It's so easy to make me cry. That's the face of falling in love. Me on, I'll be gone. Oh, Bella Ramsey did a great job.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Good job, Bella.
You've gotten pretty good.
Thanks. All those lessons from Joel.
He taught you well.
Oh my god. I love the shot with the light coming in and the guitar standing. Like a tribute to Joel. Stop.
When I was a younger man and I wanted to impress a woman,
You cooked.
well, I was kind of shy. I didn't know how to talk to women. It made me nervous. What I would do is cook for them. And I was good. Good enough to deserve quality tools. But did I have the money for that? No, I did not. I would go into Williams-Sonoma, it's a cookware store, you wouldn't know. And I would stare at these Mauviel, best of the best, French, of course.
Voice like butter.
I would think, okay, 30 years to retirement and pension, but one day I will own a Mauviel saucepan with lid. And I was right, just not how I planned.
Does he have an infected there on the chain?
No.
The strange benefits of the apocalypse.
Yeah, it has always been my dream, you know. When the world ends, you would go to the supermarket and take whatever you want.
It heats faster than anything. Of course, this means it doesn't retain heat the way cast iron does, which of the two makes copper the inferior choice for interrogations. But if you own Mauviel, you use Mauviel.
She watches over me.
Then she's been watching you get your ass kicked. Some of you actually understand she was just a person.
Heretics.
Of course. The steel handles stay cool.
Fuck.
Where are the scars attacking next?
Fights.
Hold out your hand.
No. Yeah, I remember, I think, him being like twisting shit.
This is so fucked. Shut up. Isaac knows what he's doing.
Is that Manny?
Yes, sir.
She watches over me, she fills my soul. She watches over me, she fills my soul.
She fills your soul. You put an arrow in a little boy's head. She fill in your soul then? She tell you to kill children?
You kill our children.
Never by choice. You train them to shoot at us.
Because your wolves kill them.
Because you train them to shoot at us.
Because you broke the truth.
Because you broke the truth.
It's like
You're gonna lose.
the queen that never was set. Someday you will forget what started it all.
You lunatics have bolt-action rifles, bows and arrows, and superstition. So tell me, how are we going to lose?
Every day a wolf leaves you to take the holy mortification to become a Seraphite. And none of us ever leave.
I would...
Wolf.
Well, they just leave?
I will burn every part of you until you tell me what I want to know!
Gosh. He's so... Oh my...
Scar got what he deserved.
Oh, it's Billy Joe.
Fucking animal.
I thought it was Manny's voice. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
No patrol. That's okay.
sign.
Not always. Just the front entrance looks like a security door. There's a camera right over it, which means we go around the back.
Window, second floor.
Inviting them to get in.
So somebody hopped onto the shed, climbed the downspout, broke the window, and got cut on the way in? Well, I guess that's our way in too.
And if we run into wolves that weren't in Jackson?
They didn't do anything to Joel, right? Yeah, can you be any louder?
Fuck is this? He isn't one of them.
No, but we're definitely in the right place.
So much noise. Oh yeah, I remember that part.
Dina, let's go.
Yeah, those sacrifices, ritualistic sacrifices.
These aren't any of them either.
Please be careful, Ellie. Terrified.
That group we saw in the woods, they did this.
What the fuck is wrong with Seattle?
A great question.
It's the same ones we use. But she called for backup.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here. Shit, get down, down.
Shit.
Look at this. You, cut them down.
Shouldn't we secure the station first?
I said cut them the fuck down. The rest of you fan out. Go slow. If the scars are still here, find them and kill them. Isaac said he wants some live questioning. Isaac's not here, okay? I don't care if it's a fucking baby. Look what they did.
It does feel like a video game, right? We have to like stealthily move around. I was pretty good with Corvo. What's it called? Dishonored? Because he had special abilities, but as a human being, it's very difficult for me to be stealthy. Oh my gosh! Dina!
Stairs clear.
Oh shit! Oh my god! I think I forgot how to breathe. Oh, Ellie, shut up! Hold your breath! From behind. Come on. Too much noise, girl!
Shoot that window!
Oh my goodness. It's all so slippery as well! They got very lucky.
This way!
Oh no. Oh no.
They can't!
Oh my goodness. My claustrophobic ass wouldn't ever.
They're in the transit tunnel. Circle the south entrance.
Okay. Well, I guess when it's life or death. Yeah, but I wouldn't do that by choice. Oh, it's the metro station, right?
You good? Yeah. Let's go. That way.
You're not going that way? Of course. Of course, it's going to be... Coin. It's going to be Infected Central in a couple of minutes. Not even minutes.
I thought it was supposed to be empty. It was.
Yeah, the odds are not in your favor, girls. Not in yours either. Oh, my jaw cracked. Can they climb the train? I mean, the top of the train? I don't think so. Only if, like, they climb on each other, right? fuck is this? It's this like rubber partition or whatever between the train cars. Oh! Come on, Dina! Oh my god! Fucking hell. They're just gonna push right through it. Oh my god. How are they so lucky? Oh! Shoot it, Dina. Not your day, buddy. Not your day.
Dina, come on!
It's just like, no!
Maybe there. We can hole up here for now. I'll bar the door.
Oh yeah, Ellie forgot that no one besides Joel knew about that, and
Okay, it's
she
not
shouldn't be
perfect.
so
We'll
nonchalant
try
about that.
to buy some.
I'm sorry, but I have to shoot you, baby girl. Yeah.
Please don't.
But I need you to understand something.
Please don't make this any harder than it has to be.
Wait!
Why did you do that? Why the fuck did you have to do that?
I would die for you. I would. But that is not what just happened. Fuck. I'm immune. I can't get infected. Did you do not fucking shoot me? I've been banned before.
3
I'm
times.
still here. I know you don't believe me. I get it. I wouldn't believe me either. But
Show your scars.
here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna walk over there, nice and slow, to that big fucking chair, and I'm gonna banish my arm and I'm gonna go to sleep. You're gonna sit as far away from me as you want, and you're gonna keep that gun pointed on me. If I turn, shoot me. But I promise, I'm gonna wake up exactly as I am right now. Me.
Is Dina spitting at her?
It's just water. Rain fell on my face, that's all.
Did she have to growl?
No shaking. I'm gonna stand up now.
She's like, maybe you're the evolved infected, the clever one that can do math.
Can I show you?
It's cool that they're not showing her face. I don't care, Bing. She looked so angry. Like, why the hell did you do this to me? Show your other scars. I mean, she did, like, cut them up and stuff, but...
Ellie. Yeah. I'm pregnant.
Oh. Oh. Oh, girls. That moment made her realize how much she feels for Ellie, I guess. Okay. I feel weird. I mean, she didn't wash her hand. Okay. This glow.
Wait, no. Morning breath. It's gross. Hold on.
I know, right?
I don't know if this is gonna be better.
It'll be better.
They're so silly.
How's it doing?
Wow, that's...
Is this where you were bitten before?
Yep. Why now?
I thought you were gone. And then all of a sudden, this future I was imagining wasn't gonna happen. Where we're together and we have a kid and...
That is so sweet.
I don't even know if you want that.
I want it with you.
I'm sorry it took so long. I knew how you felt about me. When I was little, I told my mother I like boys and I like girls. And she said, no, you like boys.
Oh, my cat wanted to make an appearance.
I got stuck. I try to make things work with Jesse because I like him. I do. I think he's a really good guy, but he wasn't the one.
I love them. Do you love them? Oh?
How do you know for sure that you're...
She took a test.
After we saw the bodies in the forest? Because I've seen fucked up shit before with that bar thing. I knew morning sickness was a thing, and I was late. Which I've never been regular, but I was very late. I found a pregnancy test at the pharmacy, and I peed on it. Peed on it? That's how it works. I don't just randomly piss on stuff. Oh, okay. That's good. Here. 2 lines means pregnant.
This thing's pretty old. How do you know?
And here. And here's a couple more.
How much pee did she have?
So we're having a baby. I mean,
Oh, we're having a baby.
Jesse here. It was Jesse, right?
I'm not a slut.
So we're all having a baby.
Cute.
I'm gonna be a dad.
Nora, we know Nora.
He just said Nora.
Yeah.
She's gonna know,
Where
right?
Abby is, yeah. That's Lake Hill, but I don't know where we are anymore.
Okay, we go up high and we look around. Come on.
Can you be more quiet? Oh, fucking hell. Yeah? Can you imagine? Aria?
See that white building out there? That's Lake Hill.
You don't have to go. You can stay here.
Fuck you.
No, I'm not staying.
It's for the
different
babe.
now.
Yes, it is.
Will you please just think about it?
We're in this together.
Together.
Oh. That's what I said. Okay, let me collect my thoughts for a second. We saw a glimpse of this conflict between WLF, the wolves, and the Seraphites, the scarred people, in the previous episode, right? But in this one, we got kind of a deeper dive into that conflict, and it is brutal. The introduction of Isaac, we immediately saw how ruthless he is, and that he doesn't shy away from using not very well, actually, are they conventional methods of getting information? That he doesn't shy away from torturing people to get the information that he needs. It does show us how far WLF is willing to go, you know, with their methods. But what struck me the most, I guess, is that conversation between him and the captured Seraphied about this, you know, we did this because you did that, but that action happened because of your previous action. Again, shows us that the cycle of revenge just keeps spiraling, let's say. And there will be a moment, maybe it's even now, right, that nobody would even remember how it all started, why it all started. And I guess that's one of the, you know, big points and themes in the game and the show, that revenge just feeds itself. It's endless, and it gets messier and messier and more cruel the more it goes, right? The same thing with Seraphites. They are also not angels. Those religious sacrifices with the bodies hanging and the guts hanging out, it is horrifying. It still loops back into that whole revenge cycle thing. Yeah, we did this because you did that. It is war, but it's also personal, and it's very tragic, you know. Both sides can justify their own actions, and neither one is willing to be the bigger person and let go. I guess this episode really brought back this idea, you know, of how messy humans are. Everybody thinks that they are right and justified. Everyone is hurting at the same time, and yeah, no one knows how to stop and break this cycle. Also, we had that hugely important moment of the immunity reveal when Ellie got bitten to protect Dina, and Dina was ready to pop her. I think that moment was acted pretty nicely, very vulnerable. Especially Isabella Merced's acting was pretty convincing, and you could see this hurt and anger in her eyes, you know, like, how could you sacrifice yourself like that and make me or put me into this position where I have to kill you, the person that I have feelings for. And speaking about that, it was a major point, yeah, and turnaround, I guess, in their relationship, and everything that happened afterwards was honestly really sweet. Not very hygienic, maybe, but sweet nonetheless. Even though the world is falling apart, it's good that they had a chance to have this like little bubble of peace and connection. Also, breaking news. Dina is pregnant with Jesse's child, and to me it wasn't a surprise, of course. It was in the game. I don't remember the conversation there, but just talking about this episode, it pleasantly, I guess, surprised me how Ellie readily accepted this news, and she was like, yeah, we're having a baby now. She instantly stepped into this new role, into this new future with Dina without any hesitation. And it also raises the stakes a lot, right? It's not just about survival and revenge. They have to think about their lives, their protection, and the protection of the baby. And things like Ellie's impulsiveness and her loud noises when she tries to get somewhere, open doors, I don't know. She has to stop. She has to be much more careful from now on. And finally, can we talk about that take on me scene? Bella Ramsey might not have the most technically perfect voice, right? But Bella was singing with so much emotion and vulnerability. You could feel every word, and that made me cry, which is, you know, not very surprising as as we've already established here. I think that's it from me for now. If I get any new thoughts or ideas while I edit, I will talk about them at the beginning of the next reaction. But yeah, I'm curious to know what you think of the episode, and I will be waiting for your comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I would really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and click on the notification bell not to miss any future videos. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!